My name is Krista Prosser, and I am a reliability engineer for Finning Canada. So my responsibility as a reliability engineer is to look after heavy equipment, so thinking haul trucks, bulldozers, that sort of stuff at a coal mine. Working in heavy equipment, I think that having a technical background is almost a given, like as is with most STEM fields, right? I find I use quote unquote soft skills as much in my day to day job to be successful as I do my technical background. So, I mean, in terms of soft skills, I mean things like time management and organization, which you're kind of forced taught in school, but it's incredibly valuable when you get into the workforce. Also, communication. It's super important that you can work with everyone around you and be a team player. I learned pretty early on that it's really, really unlikely that you're going to be an expert in everything in your job, but it's really important to know who is and who that go-to person is. There's a lot of, especially when you work in a busy industry, there's a lot of things that go on a daily basis, and I crunch a lot of numbers, so it's important to have that really good eye for detail just to make sure that your I's are dotted and your T's are crossed, right? I went into mechanical engineering because I knew I was interested in science and math. I didn't really know exactly what I wanted to do, but my grandfather was an engineer, so that kind of pushed me a little bit towards that educational path. And honestly, I'm super glad I did. It was a great choice. At that time, though, I had no idea that that path would lead me towards the industry that I'm in now, mining, machinery, that sort of thing. I didn't even know I wanted to be a mechanical engineer. A lot of our operations are actually going autonomous, which is really, really cool. So it's kind of putting, people who are traditionally operating in equipment into, roles that are more like technology based, right? Which creates a bunch of unique new jobs and challenges for people in roles like myself, because it's essentially the whole industry is changing fundamentally the way it operates. And yeah, like I said, just a bunch of new challenges and opportunities. So that part is really exciting to me. And also, I guess forward thinking, one of the biggest challenges in the resource industry, but I mean pretty much every industry in general, is sustainability. And how do we keep, our operations going, but in an ethical and sustainable manner? So that's like a huge hurdle for people in my position and people that will come into positions like myself in the near future, is just how do we overcome those challenges, which is super exciting for me, but I'm also very excited for the people that, will start their career 10, 15 years from now. I want to think about it more almost locally. I think that as a STEM professional, what we necessarily don't do the best job of once we graduate, and we tend to do a really good job when we're in school, and then we tend to get shifted away from it, is networking within ourselves and gaining and sharing knowledge. Because sharing that knowledge is just as important as gaining it. So whether it's getting involved with your professional organization, like for me, it would be Engineers and Geoscientists BC, or whatever governing body that you work with. I think it's important to connect with other people in your industry and, like I said, other STEM professionals, whether they're in your industry or outside, and share the knowledge that you have, because that's how change is generated and solutions are generated. And that's where I believe, the power is to make a difference collectively. Some of the challenges I've faced, I guess specifically as a young female engineer, are sometimes, and I've been, like I said, I'll actually preface this by saying I have been pretty fortunate in my career to be treated, mostly respectfully. However, I have encountered challenges with people not taking me seriously, and also kind of doubting my technical expertise. This is definitely something that plagued me early on in my career. And I think it's one of those things, too, that's a bit of an inherent gender bias. Working in the heavy machinery industry, it's kind of the girls play with dolls, boys play with cars. So, you're not necessarily associated with that kind of knowledge. And, people may not necessarily be able to visualize you as well in that role. Which my advice to anyone who encounters a challenge like I did is the best way to show people that you're serious and that you know your stuff is to do a good job and work hard and just stay committed and stay focused and don't let other people's opinions of what you know or may not know dissuade you from doing your job to the best of your abilities. For youth looking to enter my field of work, I would say don't underestimate the power of networking. I found it invaluable in my career. Seek out opportunities to network. If your university or your college or whatever offers a co-op program or an apprenticeship program, go for it and really consider it strongly. Talk to professionals in your field of interest, get involved in societies, attend conferences, and just seek out what you think you might like and connect with those people. And then also maybe explore a few opportunities that you're not sure about that you might like, and just always keep your options open.